dietitian and nutritionist, and today I'm going to be answering a few questions that I get frequently. So the first question is, as a dietitian, what foods do you recommend to people? That's a great question, and I think to answer that question, I would just say whole foods. How did this food come from the earth, and how many steps in the process did it go through until you're consuming it? The fewer, the better. So that's kind of the simple, easy answer to the question. But what I mean is fruits, vegetables, beans, legumes, whole grains in moderation. And if you eat meat, clean meat. So grass-fed meats, beef, organically raised or free-range chickens without hormones and antibiotics, and fresh wild fish from clean waters. So that's kind of the gist of it with what foods I would recommend. The next question is, what are some tips if I want to order out from a restaurant or go to a restaurant? So these days, most people are ordering out or curbside pickup and home delivery. So what I would say is, again, try to focus on whole foods if you can. So order a big salad with lots of different greens in there, lots of different vegetables. If you can, order seafood. If they have salmon, that's a great thing to get. You could also get like a wild Atlantic, anything from there. The salmon is great. You could get sea bass. You just want to make sure the water where it's coming from is clean. Lots of veggies, either salad, double up the veggies, ask what the vegetable of the day is. Get, at least half your plate full of those non-starchy vegetables. Don't get your meat fried. Stay away from sauces, especially the cream sauces if you can. And if you're gonna get pasta, make sure it's a side dish, not your whole dish. Stick to water if you can. Instead of adding a soda or alcohol, try to skip the bread basket and skip the appetizers. You really just need the meal and a big glass of water with some lemon. The next question, what would you suggest for losing weight? Well, that's a good question, and I get that one a lot. Again, focus on healthy, clean foods, lots of veggies, lots of non-starchy vegetables. Make that be the foundation of your diet if you can. Then I always say start with carbs, healthy carbs, as again, whole carbs, fruits, starchy vegetables, beans, legumes, whole grains, brown rice, wild rice. Those are okay, just portion control. I always say no more than a handful of carbs at each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You still need your carbs, don't skim. And then bring in those non-starchy vegetables whenever you can. And then I would, meats, try to keep the portion to the size of your palm. Try to choose lean meats, fish, chicken, grass-fed beef, and get some healthy fats in there. So cold pressed extra virgin olive oil, or olives. You can have nuts and seeds in moderation. You can have avocado. Watch the portion, it's high in fat, high in calories, but it's a good fat, so in moderation. So don't skip meals, eat every 4 to 6 hours during the day, so that you're not starving when you get home from work and overeating, and drink plenty of water. Make sure you're sleeping, get rest. If you're stressed and anxious all the time, get a handle on that and figure it out. And if you have any underlying conditions, do what you can to manage that and get off or minimize any medication you're taking over the counter, which is also gonna potentially cause problems. Some medication is always necessary, but if we can treat it naturally or try to reduce the amount with, behavioral, lifestyle, nutrition changes, then that's awesome. So those are my tips of the day. Thank you.